And welcome back to the Morning Blend, where we want to know what's in your makeup bag with Merle Norman. During this time of heightened concern, we are all looking for more ways to be super hygienic. And joining us now live via FaceTime is Renee Hitt, who always practices excellent hygiene. Good morning to you.
Molly. Hi, good morning to you.
Normally you're here with us on the yellow couch. It's great to see you in your natural environment.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit more nervous being in my own environment, believe it or not.
Well, it's a little bit distant for us. So
It sure is.
Let's talk a little bit about this, because some of the practices that we're going to talk about that will make people feel, I think, confident about what they're doing with their own makeup at home are things that you do in the studio all the time.
Right, every single day.
All right, so let's talk about some of the guidelines that we should be following at home. And one of the things that you always suggest is cleaning our brushes.
Right, so you can use a brush cleaner that's antibacterial, or a clarifying shampoo works really good, or any antibacterial type soap. With the brush cleaner, it's really nice because you can just wet your paper towel and then take your brush, and the makeup just falls right out. This is really nice for your denser brushes, but you can also do your eye brushes on a daily basis and they'll dry really quickly. The most important thing is to let them dry flat, because if any liquid gets in this metal part, you're going to lose some of your bristles.
Oh, great point. That's why you dry them that way. I thought it had more to do with the shape of the brush at the end.
No, no, it's really to maintain the integrity of the ferrule of the brush.
Great point. Now, if you are sick, if you're experiencing any upper respiratory symptoms of any kind, one of the important things to think about getting rid of, and this one seems to trap a lot of bacteria, is mascara.
Exactly. Right. So your mascara is a dark, moist, airtight container, and that's the perfect breeding ground for bacteria. So you'll want to make sure to throw your mascara away. On the back of your box of all your products is a little symbol that it looks like a jar if it's open with a number in it. And so that tells you how long you should keep something after it's open. So a good practice to get into all the time, not just during a virus like this, is to date your products the day you open them, so you know how long to keep them. You can take a black magic marker, and I just opened this mascara, so I just put a 3 on, so I know I opened it in March. But all your products, your foundations, your blush, all your skincare products all have that symbol on them.
And with mascara as well as the primer for our eyelashes, it's just 4 months, which is pretty short.
It is, it is.
All right, what about our eyeliner pencils? Because you recommend always having them sharpened and wiping them down.
Right. So you can take your pencil sharpener and just sharpen them, and that'll get rid of anything that's on the surface. If you have a cold, you might even want to just break it off completely and then start fresh. And then you can just take a little alcohol spray like that and sanitize it if you feel you need to. Just let it air dry completely before you put it around your eye.
What about sponges?
Sponges, throw away. They are bacteria traps. You cannot sanitize a sponge. In fact, state code doesn't allow us to reuse a sponge. So every time we use a sponge here in the studio, it gets tossed. So keep that in mind when you have your powder compacts or any of your products that you apply with a sponge and you're keeping it in that compact, you're contaminating the entire compact. So use a clean sponge every day.
One of the things your clients love, Renee, is that you allow people to test out products and see what color and formulas work best for them. What are some of the safety standards or guidelines that you follow every day in the studio?
Well, some of the things we do is we don't do any double dipping. So everybody gets a fresh mascara wand that's tossed after each use. If you want a second coat, we get another wand out. When we're demonstrating powder products, we'll take the product and just scrape it onto a placemat like this, so that the applicator never touches the tester. We sharpen all the pencils. We have individual disposable lip brushes and little lip bubbles that the customer can go ahead and try the product without having to worry about using something somebody else has used. So it keeps everything really sanitary. We've had these little bubbles in our studios for over 50 years. So we've been really following high standards of hygiene for a very, very long time.
And I know there are a lot of state recommended guidelines that you follow, and those single-use applicators apply to everything from eyeshadow, like you mentioned, and lip applicators to spatulas, fluff puffs, makeup sponge, wipes and wedges, the compact towelettes, facial cleansing wipes. Real quick, I wanted to mention something that's really cool that Merle Norman is doing as an American company, and that is that you're switching to, and this graphic illustrates what you're doing, to producing hand sanitizer right now.
Isn't that amazing? You know, we have all the components, so they just had to do some retooling. And they're getting ready to get this product launched out. It's going to be, of course, for the people that need it most first. But Merle Norman assures us that we're going to have it in our studio. So as going into the future, you can have a really good hand sanitizer that's approved by the World Health Association as well as the CDC. It's going to have a higher percentage of alcohol in than what you can buy over the counter. We're super excited about this.
Good for you for doing that too. I know people, we all appreciate what companies like you are doing to help us all during this difficult time. So thank you so much, Renee.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us today.
Absolutely, and great to see you, if
all right,
only virtually.
See you soon.
Sounds
all
good,
right.
Renee. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, just a reminder that all Merle Norman studios right now are closed, but you can call your local store to order products, or for more information, you can always visit them online at merlenorman.com, and we have the locations. There's one closest to you. You can look online for the one that suits you best too.